Hello and welcome everyone. Today in this session I'm going to talk about Unit 9 of MMPC-8, and this Unit 9 belongs to Block 3, and the name of this block is System Analysis and Computer Languages. So it means we will discuss in this block about the systems and what different kinds of computer languages are there and how we use those languages, what are different advantages and disadvantages, and in what circumstance and according to what needs we have to use what language. Okay, so the first unit in this block that is given, that is Unit 9 here, building information system. So first, before going into the detail about building information system, we must know about what is information system. So as you can see on your screen here, so first let me select a color to draw something. Okay, so here I'm talking, this is information system. An information system is a set of people, procedure and resources that collects, transforms and disseminates information in an organization. So what is this information system? So a kind of or you can say a set of people. So here a set of people, procedure and resources. So set of people, procedure and resources that collects, transforms and disseminates information in an organization. It means information system is, it is in the organization, and that is a set of people, procedure and resources that collects, transform and disseminates information. It means in simple language we can say information system collects, transform and disseminates information in the organization, and that is a set of people, procedure and resources. Then here given 9.3, that is computer based information systems and its classification. So what is this computer based information system? So as you can see on your screen there, a computer based information system uses the resources of people. So people, that is the end users, hardware, that is machines and media, and software, that is programs and procedures to perform input, processing, output, storage and control activities that convert data resources into information products. So ultimate purpose of this computer based information system, it is to get information, okay, or you can say to produce information from the raw data. And this computer based information system uses resources of people, software, hardware to perform processing on inputs to get output, and there is the also functionalities of storage and control activities that, okay. So that's about the computer based information system. So here a system is a group of interrelated components working together toward a common goal by accepting inputs and producing outputs through an organized transformation process. So here a system is nothing but a kind of interrelated components working together toward a common goal by accepting inputs. It means a system takes inputs and then by doing some kind of process we get the outputs through an organized through an organized transformation process. So here through an organized transformation process, a system converts in inputs into outputs. And next here you have CBIS, that consists of four major resources. CBIS, as you hear it is written as CBIS, that is CBIS means computer based information system. So computer based information system consists of four major resources: people, hardware, software and data. Okay, because people uses the information system, and for that we need hardware on which the software will work, and we need a raw data that is going to be converted into specific information. Types of information system here given. Let me change the color of this. So okay, thickness, okay. So here given types of information system. So here given office automation system, communication system, transaction processing system, enterprise information system, decision support system, execution systems. So these are different types of information systems which we use in the organizations. Okay, so now next to move on to the first kind, that is in office automation system. So office automation system facilitates everyday information processing task in an office and a business organization. So what it does, simply it facilitates, office automation system facilitates everyday information processing tasks in the offices and business organizations. So that's here it is written. Then it includes tools like spreadsheets, word processors, and presentation packages. As you can see in different offices, we use spreadsheets just like Microsoft Excel or Google spreadsheet, Google Sheet, that is known as word processor just like Microsoft Word or Google Doc. Then you have a presentation package. There we use Microsoft PowerPoint. So these are different tools which we use for office automation process. So that it is clear that office automation system, it is nothing but a kind of system which facilitates everyday information processing tasks in offices and business organizations. Then there you have office automation systems help people perform personal record keeping, writing, and calculation efficiently. So that's what happened, that when we use a spreadsheet or Word, then in that case we are more efficient on performing some tasks on data or some kind of texts. So that it was about the office automation system. Then next here given communication systems. So communication system, it is given here, I'm talking here. Electronic communication system help people work together by exchanging or sharing information in many different forms. So communication system, particularly electronic communication system, help people work together by exchanging or sharing information. So we share information by using electronic communication system, just like we use mobile phones or you can say email. So these are different forms of electronic communication system which we use in our day-to-day transactions or some kind of operations. We use these all. So 4 general categories of communication systems here given. First given teleconferencing. So teleconferencing here, the use of electronic transmission to permit same time different place meetings. Now you see the use of electronic transmission to permit same time different place meetings. Okay, it means people can connect with each other from different places at the same time on this teleconferencing. So example of teleconferencing given audiographic and video conferencing. So these are different kinds of teleconferencing. Just like audio teleconferencing, it happens when we talk with the people. Okay, when many people talk with each other at the same time, then that is known as audio conferencing. Then it is audiographic. It means here with the audio we share images also there. And then in case of video conferencing, live videos of those all who are connected can be shared at the same time. So that's what happens in video conferencing. Then the second kind of communication system, that is here given messaging system. Okay, so messaging system, it enables to transmit a specific message to a specific individuals or groups okay, here given enable transmit a specific message to a specific individuals or groups of individuals. So we can share a specific message to some people or group of peoples. They use technologies such as electronic mail, voicemail, fax, etc. So that's here. So electronic mail, it means here we can share the message to a large number of people at the same time, or we can share the mail to one particular person or only a group of people. So that kind of possibilities are there in case of messaging system. So first it was teleconferencing, second here it is given messaging systems, the third given groupware. Okay, so here you can see third given groupware. So what it is, helps train, okay, helps teams work together by sharing information and by controlling internal workflows. So what is groupware? It helps teams work together. So groupwares are used by teams to work together by sharing information. It means team members can share information by using groupware and can you can say control internal workflows also. So these are different kinds of communication systems. So for third done, then the fourth one here is given knowledge management system. So four kinds of communication systems over there. Knowledge management system here given facilitates the sharing of knowledge rather than just information. Okay, here on this platform we can share the knowledge also. Then the third kind of information system, that's what here given types of information system. So the first kind of information system, it was office automation system. The second, it is the communication system, that is, and under this communication system we got teleconferencing, messaging system, groupware, knowledge management systems. Then the third kind of information system given here, transaction processing system, TPS. So what this transaction processing system is, so a TPS collects and stores data about transactions and sometimes controls decisions made as part of a transaction. You see, TPS collects, okay, it collects and stores data about the transaction and sometimes controls decision made as part of a transaction. A transaction is a business event that generates or modifies data stored in an information system. So the first thing is that what is this transaction? Transaction is nothing but a kind of business event which modifies some data stored, and transaction processing system collects and stores data about a kind of transactions, and sometimes it controls the decisions also. So two types of TPS, transaction processing system. So the first, that is given batch processing system here, batch processing system, and the second here given real-time processing. So in case of batch processing, information about transactions are processed in batches. It means what we do here in batch processing, we collect a large amount of data from different transactions, and if a certain amount of data has been stored, then after we do processing on those data. That's about batch processing. But in case of real-time processing, as data is being collected in the same time, at the same time, the processing also it happens. It means as data it is stored, at the same time the processing it happens on the data. So that's what happens in case of real-time processing. It means in case of real-time processing, there is no time lag in between the data storing and data processing. But in case of batch processing, there it is the time lag in between the data storing and the data processing. Then next we have the fourth kind of information system, that is enterprise information system. In case, what happens in case of enterprise information system, so that is management and executive information system. Okay, that is also we can say as management and executive information system. So management information system provides information for an organization's managers. So what it does, so MIS provides information for an organization's managers. It means MIS provides information to the managers, and computerized MIS typically extract and summarize data from TPS to allow managers to monitor and direct the organization and to provide employees accurate feedback. So that's here given about the computerized management information system. So in case of computerized MIS, it extract and summarize data from TPS. It means from the transaction processing system, MIS extract and summarize data So that it can allow managers to monitor and direct the organization to provide employees accurate feedback. Because if the manager has the right kind of you can say information, or you can say that extracted and summarized data if available to the managers, then that manager will be able to process the data in a better way, and then right kind of information can be analyzed by that manager, and then on the basis of that manager can provide employees accurate feedback. That's what happens in case of MIS. And here it is enterprise information system we are talking about, from MIS to EIS. So enterprise information system, that you can say management and executive both information systems. So from MIS to EIS. So management information system you got. Now EIS. So an EIS is highly interactive. Okay, EIS means executive information system, and EIS is highly interactive system that provides managers and executives flexible access to information for monitoring operating results and general business conditions. So what it does, so EIS provides managers and executives flexible access to information, and that information it is in the interactive way, or we can say that information is provided in a very or highly interactive way, so that the organization can be monitored, or you can say operations can be monitored, and general business can also be monitored. So EIS attempts to take over where the traditional MIS approach falls short. It means wherever the traditional MIS falls short, that means wherever there is the limitation of the MIS, after that this EIS takes place at the place of MIS. That's all about the management information system and executive information system. And executive information system, it is also known as executive support system also, because this helps executives to make better decisions. So that's all about the enterprise information system. So it was the fourth one. Then the fifth one that is given, decision support system, that is DSS. Decision support system provides information models and data manipulation tools to help make decisions in semi-structured and unstructured situations where no one knows exactly how the decision should be made. Okay, so this DSS means decision support system is particularly very helpful in case of semi-structured and unstructured situations where no one knows exactly how the decisions should be made. So it provides the information models and data manipulation tools to help make decisions. Okay, what it does, DSS provides information models and data manipulation tools. So what it does, it provides information models and data manipulation tools to help make decisions. Clear? So DSS it provides information. That is the first thing. Then it provides the models also, and then data manipulation tools also to help make decisions. And whatever decision here it has been made, so that decision is generally made in case of semi-structured and unstructured situation. It means we use the DSS in case of semi-structured or unstructured situations where no one knows exactly how the decisions should be made. So DSS were intended to support managers and professionals doing largely analytical work in less structured situation with unclear criteria. Okay, so it was intended to support managers and professionals doing largely analytical work in less structured situation with unclear criteria. And DSS define procedures and formats, but they still permit the users to decide how and when to use the system's capabilities. So that it means DSS does not make decision on its own. It only supports the decision makers in procedures and formats, but the ultimate decider is the one who decides. Ultimately, who decide? Ultimately, managers decide. Then we have execution system. So in case of this is the sixth one here, execution system. Systems designed to directly support people doing the value added work that customers care about, such as practicing medicine. So now you see what an execution system is. It directly support people who are doing value added work that customers care about. Okay, so whatever customers care about, so those activities, or you can say those value added work is supported by execution system. So that's a given. So execution systems are directly supported, or you can say execution system directly support people doing the value added work. Then value added work, and the value added work, it may be just like practicing medicine or designing building, because these things are directly related with the customers. Because then you have 9.4, that is redesigning the organization with information system. System builders must understand how a system will affect the organization, how the nature of the work groups will change under the new system. Okay, so when we design the information system, okay, now redesigning the organization with the information system, because when we integrate information system into the organization, then many things are going to change. So that's why we must understand how a system will affect the organization, how the nature of the work groups will change under the new system. So these things will have to be considered when we use information system in the organization. So that's a given. So 4 kinds of organizational change enabled by information technology. So following are the 4 kinds of organizational change. Yes, 4 kinds of organizational change which are enabled by information technology. The first, it is the automation. What is that? First change enabled by information technology is automation. So automation involve assisting employees perform their task more efficiently and effectively. So what it does, so automation involves assisting employees perform their tasks more efficiently and effectively. So that is the case of automation. Then the second kind of change which is possible due to information technology, that is rationalization. So rationalization of procedures is the streamlining of a standard operating procedures, eliminating obvious bottlenecks. So you see, rationalization of procedure is the streamlining of a standard operating procedure, eliminating obvious bottlenecks. So whatever bottlenecks are there, so those bottlenecks are going to be removed by using rationalization of procedures. And the second thing, that is that streamlining of a standard operating procedure. So whatever it is the standard operating procedure, so that should also be streamlined by using rationalization, and that is enabled by the information technology. Third kind of change, organizational change, that is enabled by information technology, that is re-engineering. So re-engineering, radically rethinking. So it is simply the radically rethinking the flow of work, the business procedures used to produce products and services. So here what we do in case of re-engineering, here it is the radical rethinking of the how the work flows. It means we think that whatever it is the workflow right now, whether that is going on in the right direction or not. And if it is not going on in the right direction, then what are different things which we need to change. So those things we consider in case of re-engineering. So that is the third kind of organizational change which happens or which happen due to information technology. And the fourth kind here given, paradigm shift. So the fourth given, paradigm shift. Paradigm shift involves rethinking the nature of the business. Okay, and still third, the nature of the business, it was remained intact. But in case of paradigm shift, by using information technology, we start to rethinking the nature of business. So whether we should continue in the same business or not, or should we change that business to or you can say we should divert the resources to some other kind of processes. So such kind of thing are there in case of paradigm shift. It means changing the nature of the business and the nature of the organization itself, and the nature of the organization, because as the business changes, then the organization will also change. So that's here given. In case of paradigm shift, we rethink about the business, and then when we think about the rethink about the business, then there is the change in the nature of the organization itself. So these are the four. Okay, now I think that is not responding, so this is a little bit slow, so don't worry, it will now it is okay. So these are four kinds of organizational change enabled by information technology. So I think that is clear. Redesigning the organization with information system. So here this is the way how we can redesign. So redesigning it happens in the form of automation, rationalization, re-engineering, then after paradigm shift. So these are the possible ways by which we can redesign the organization using information system or information technology, you can say, because information system nowadays it is made up of information technology. So business values of information system. So support of business operations. Okay, business value of information system. So how this information system is valuable to the business. So the first thing here given, support of business operation. It means information system support business operation. Second given, information system support of managerial decision making. It means this one, it was the first. Second, so it support of managerial decision making. It means information system help managers in decision making. Third given, support of a strategic competitive advantage. It means information system it support in strategic competitive advantage, because if we have the right kind of information which is going to be advantageous compared to others in the industry, so that it will become the strategic importance for the organization, because information is very critical for an organization to compete with others in the industry. Then next given here, outsourcing information system. So what is this outsourcing? First let's move on. The process of turning over an organization's computer central operations, telecommunication networks, or application development to external vendors. So outsourcing information system. So what does it mean? That when we outsource information system, okay, and what is this outsourcing of information system? So outsourcing of information system simply means the process of turning over. It means the process of turning over an organization's computer central operations. So whatever operations are related to computers, telecommunication networks, or application development to external vendors. So here we what we do, we outsource, we turn over. Okay, what we do, we turn over these things to external vendors. So what are these things? So computer central operations, so whatever operations related to computers, so those things we turn over to other vendor. Telecommunication network, it means we turn over telecommunication network to other vendor. And other kind of application development also we turn over to other, or you can say other or external vendors. So that's what happens in case of outsourcing information system, used to control the cost of information system capital investment. So why we use outsourcing for the information system? So that the cost can be reduced, because if we uh, develop information system internally, then in that case we need to invest a lot of capital. It means we need to use a lot of capital for this purpose. It means for using information system or for developing the information system into the organization. So that's why what many organizations used to do, they try to outsource the information system so that the cost can be reduced, and that outsourcing is done to those organizations which are a specialist in this field, and those who provide such kind of services to others. Advantage of outsourcing here given. So economy. So first advantage of outsourcing given, economy. Here you can see here. So through specialization and economies of scale, there will be less cost. It means there are some organizations who are specialists in providing information system to other organizations. Okay, so they support. So when they do, then in that case their core area, it becomes the information system. So that's why a huge, or you can say they develop a huge potential for working on information system for different organizations. So that's why there it is a specialization also, and economies of a scale also, because at larger scale they are providing support to other organizations in this field. So that's why here given economies of a scale also, and through specialization also. So due to these two reasons, through specialization and economies of a scale, there will be less cost. That is the first advantage. The second advantage, that is the service quality. So when external organization, it provides the information system facility, then that it will be better due to losing client. Because if external company or external service provider is providing the service, then that service provider will have to work better, or you can say they will have to provide better service in case of information system. Otherwise the client will not be satisfied, and they will try to move to other service provider for the information system. So that's why the service quality, it improves. Third given here, predictability. So contract with fixed price for a specified level of service reduces uncertainty. Okay, here given contract with fixed price, it means the organization who needs information system that can use contract with other service provider who provides information technology, or you can say information system services at fixed price, which reduces uncertainty. Because if we use the information system by developing internally, then it may cause a lot of cost. So that's why a lot of cost, and that's why there will be uncertainty also when using, because sometimes there will be fluctuation. There will be fluctuation in the financial stability. So that's why it is better to outsource, then it will become more predictable. Then that is the flexibility. According to our requirement, we can take the service from other service provider. It means with less cost we can use the service of external service provider, and whenever we do not want the service, then we can discontinue the contract. So that kind of flexibility, it is possible in case of outsourcing. Making fixed cost variable. So now next given, making fixed cost variable means if in the future some more capacity it is required, you can say more information processing is required, uh, then the organization can ask for more capacity and more processing power from the service provider. Then there you have freeing up a human resource for other projects and financial capital. It means here, if freeing up human resources from the projects, from other projects, it means whatever people required for operating information, or against those who involved in the information system processes, those people can be freed from those operations if external service provider is providing this facility. So those people can be used in other project work also. Now, disadvantage of outsourcing, that is the loss of control. That is the first outsourcing disadvantage. Loss of control means we cannot control each and every aspect of the information system by ourselves, because that is maintained by the external service provider. So there are many things are which we cannot control, so that's why we have to depend on others. Second, given the vulnerability of a strategic information, if any strategic information is being shared with the external service provider, then in that case there it may be some kind of breach in the security. So that is the vulnerability of a strategic information. If that strategic information it goes to some competitors, then it may cause damage to the organization. Then third, given dependency, it means we will have to depend on the service provider for the kind of information processing which we need. Then you have when to use outsourcing, in which case we have to use outsourcing. The first thing is that when the predictability of uninterrupted information system service is not very important. Okay, when the predictability of uninterrupted information system is not very important. It means if there is some kind of interruption, then predictability of uninterrupted. So whether there will be any kind of interruption or not, so if that doesn't matter, then in that case we can outsource. When the second, there it was the first, when interruption it doesn't matter a lot. Then the second, given when the outsourcing does not strip the company of the technical know-how. Now when the outsourcing does not strip the company of the technical know-how, so whatever it is the technical know-how of the organization, if that doesn't strip, then in that case we can outsource. Then the third, given when existing information system are limited. So if the existing information system of the organization it is limited, then we can outsource. Then the fourth, given when need to reduce cost. So whenever the organization wants to reduce the cost, then in that case also we can use outsourcing. Now next here given managing outsourcing, segmenting the firm. So how we should manage the outsourcing process? First thing here given, segmenting the firm's range of information system. Okay, segmenting the firm's range of information system activities into pieces that potentially can be outsourced makes the problem more manageable. So for managing outsourcing, what we do, we segment the information system activities into different pieces. And if we divide the information system activities into different pieces, then managing that it becomes quite easy. Then here next given, non-critical applications are usually the most appropriate candidates for outsourcing. So those applications which are not critical for the organization, so those applications can be outsourced. Then care, establish criteria for evaluating the outsourcing vendor that include performance expectations and measurement methods for response, security, backup, transaction volume, etc. So we should develop a criteria for evaluating the outsourcing vendor. So when we outsource, then we should evaluate vendors on some criteria. So this criteria may be like performance expectations, okay, performance expectations, and measurement methods for response time, security, also backup, transaction volume. So what how much the external vendor can each provide the information, and for how much data that external service provider can provide the service for the information system. So these things we should critically evaluate. Okay, now next here last point that is given, ensuring quality with information system. So how we can ensure quality with the information system? First, given information system is deeply involved with the daily work of other departments throughout the organization. Information system is deeply involved with the daily work of other departments throughout the organization. Second, given information system personnel are usually key to the sharing of data between departments because they have unique knowledge of relationships between various departments. So that means information system personnel are key persons who usually share data between departments. Then the third, given information system staff in effective information system departments have the three critical skills. So staff should have three critical skills. First, that is the specialist in analyzing and designing business processes. Second, that is given the experience in quantifying and measuring techniques. Okay, so here those should be, means the staff should be a specialist in analyzing and designing business processes, and they should be experienced in quantifying and measuring techniques. Then next, given benchmarking. Information system is usually the key to making the information available in a timely manner and in a format useful to those who need it. So that's why benchmarking is the key. So we should use benchmarking also. Then reduce cycle time. It means how much time it requires for produce how much time required from data to information. Then increase the precision of production. So from data to information process, it should be quite precise. So by these ways we can ensure quality of the information system. So I think that's over for this. Now in the next session I will talk about the system analysis and design, but for now I think that's over. So thank you all. So if any kind of doubt or query, then please let me know. Thank you.